Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're coming in with a classic Spanish recipe, this time from the beautiful Canary Islands, also known as las Islas Canarias, famously known for their year-round sunny weather and having some amazing architecture. We're talking Bacalao Encebollado Canario. This is just basically cod fillets that you fry in extra virgin olive oil until they're golden fried. Then you saute some vegetables and spices in the same olive oil. And finally, you add the cod fillets back into the pan and simmer for a few minutes until it's just heated through. Folks, we're talking super easy to make, a ton of great flavors, and the best part, done in a little over 30 minutes. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 90 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here. This is what truly flavors all the ingredients. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to add in 4 cod fillets over some paper towels on a single layer and pat them completely dry. Size of the fillets that I'm using are 7 ounces, which is 200 grams each. And I am using cod here about frozen thawed out, but you can also use the fresh stuff, as well as any other type of firm white fish. And then we'll season the cod fillets with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And you want to make sure to do this on both sides. Then we'll add some all-purpose flour into a shallow bowl. And then coat each fish fillet in the flour. You want to make sure to evenly coat them all around. Then we'll move back to the fry pan. Once the olive oil is nice and hot, we'll add in the fish fillets. And you want to make sure they're all in a single layer and evenly spaced out. And we're going to go between 4 to 5 minutes per side here until the fish is golden fried and just cook through. In the meantime, let's get the rest of the ingredients ready. I'm going to start by thinly slicing 2 medium-sized onions. I'm using typical yellow onions, but you can also use white onions, red onions, or even sweet onions if you like. We'll also thinly slice 4 cloves of garlic and cut 1 red bell pepper into small thin strips. And we'll finally grate 4 tomatoes to end up with 1 cup of tomato sauce, which is 240 grams. You can also use half the amount of canned tomato sauce here, which is similar to passata. But I tell you, by finely grating the fresh tomatoes, is what gives this dish that authentic Spanish touch. Alright, let's move back to the fry pan. After frying the fish fillets between 4 to 5 minutes per side, and they're golden fried and just cooked through, we'll remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now, using the same pan with the same heat, we'll add in the sliced onions, bell pepper and garlic. And we'll mix the ingredients around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And since we cut the vegetables into larger pieces, you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do get it every 1 to 2 minutes, that way everything evenly sautés. After 6 to 8 minutes, and the veggies are lightly sautéed, and once again I've been mixing this every 1 to 2 minutes, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. You can also use rice wine vinegar here, or even apple cider vinegar. We'll also add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which is half a gram. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you in the past, by adding in the vinegar with the spices right now and lightly sauteing them, it's going to make them nice and fragrant, which gives this dish a beautiful lift of flavors. Then we'll add in the grated tomato, along with a 1/4 cup of vegetable broth, which is 60 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even fish broth. Add in 1 bay leaf, and season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. After simmering the tomatoes between 5 to 7 minutes, you can see the mixture has slightly thickened. I'm going to add in half a cup of pitted green olives, which is 65 grams. You can also use black olives here if you like. And we'll give it one final mix. Then we'll add the fish fillets back into the pan, once again in a single layer and evenly spaced out. And then give each one a gentle flip, that way they're fully coated in all that goodness. and then we'll lower it to a low heat and simmer it between 2 to 3 minutes or until the fish fillets are heated through. Once the fish fillets are heated through, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat. You can serve this directly out of the pan or transfer into serving dishes. Either way, make sure to top it off with some chopped parsley. Check it out, our Spanish codfish from the Canary Islands is done. Easy to make, restaurant quality presentation, and all done in a little over 30 minutes using just one pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Bacalao Encebollado Canario. That's another tongue twister, Bacalao Encebollado Canario. Either way, I am so excited to try this. Big bite. You know what? Today it might be easier to eat with a spoon. There you go, that's much better. I'm telling you, them folks over in the Canary Islands make some of the best recipes I've ever tasted. That is so good. Fish is beautifully cooked, nice and flaky, absorbs everything in the pan. The vegetables with the spices and herbs, that lift of goodness. Those olives give it the perfect balance. Easy to make, give it a try at home. Next to some roasted potatoes and a bottle of Spanish wine, you have yourself a fabulous meal. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Colin Holloman, Robert Gerhardt, and Andrew Scotchmer. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoying today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.